I was born in Shreveport. Both my parents were teachers in Caddo Parish schools. My dad was actually principal at Fair Park High School when I was young, and used to love to run up and down the hallways of that beautiful facility, trying to get up to the top, never could figure out how to get there. But it was a great way to grow up. But we moved to North Arkansas when I was young, and Dad retired officially when I was 8. So every day I'd come home from school, and first thing you hear is, "Get your work clothes on, boy."
Both of his brothers are teachers and coaches, so he's proud to be in the same industry as his parents, and his father's his role model. He's been a great man.
Had a wonderful time in school. You know, football was everything. Football was life. Matter of fact, when it came football season, if I had a girlfriend, she wasn't a girlfriend for the next 4 or 5 months. That was the only thing that mattered. Matter of fact, my career aspiration, if I'd done a 5-year career plan in 8th grade like we do now, it would have had somewhere on there to be playing at the Pittsburgh Steelers eventually. That's the career path. College was a lot of fun. All the things that I counsel students on now not to do, I can tell them from experience. Thoroughly enjoyed some of the college years. Eventually got to Northwestern. I don't say I earned my degree at Northwestern, I say I got my degree at Northwestern. I think Randy Webb was ready for me to move on and gave me my degree. And I remember walking down the hall in one of the buildings at Northwestern and seeing the only Cajun girl probably on campus at the time, and said, "I'm going to marry that girl."
We were both taking a speech class together, and at the end of a class, the professor asked each student to critique the speaker, and for some reason somebody didn't like my accent.
Someone had been a little critical of one of her speeches in class, and for some reason I needed to be the one to kind of give her some comfort, which, you know, being the Boy Scout that I was, I jumped at the chance.
He was the cutest thing, so he stopped me to talk to me and said he liked my voice, and I gave a great presentation.
You know, fast forward about 1.5 years, we finally went out on our first date, and then 5 months later we were married. So we've been married for 20 years this August, and probably 14 or 15 of the happiest years of her life. So.
I really met Dr. Henderson doing a lot of the work we do with higher education and education around the community. And I was struck on that day that this guy really knew what he was talking about and really had some great ideas for the state of Louisiana.
He's a hot item right now in higher education. A hot item. This school was one of my big deals. You know, it was scattered, I'm sure you know, it was scattered all over Bossier City. He came here at the right time. Came here when it did, and you know, the building out here, I'm sure that new building out there, if it hadn't been for him, it wouldn't be here.
I think the increase in enrollment with this university, with this college, has been because of the things that he's done. It was 4,000 when Jim Connerly was here, and it was 4,000 for as long as I could remember. That's how many students here. They're just under 8,000 enrolled, and they think in 2 years there will be 10,000. It is an incredible outcome.
But to drive in this parking lot, to these buildings, and to this campus, and to these people, is truly a magical experience. It is a very rewarding thing to be a part of something that is touching so many lives and creating futures for students that often had no other pathway to success. Now they do.
He sets out a vision, and it's really focused. It's the one thing that can really make a difference. That's the thing you'll find Jim Henderson worrying about and working on.
He is a genuinely good person who really wants the best for this university and the students. And I think he keeps the whole picture. It's the faculty have got to be winning in it too, and they got to feel good about it. So, I mean, I don't think he steps over or on anyone. I think that he's raising the whole boat, if you will.
He really has a way of leading people without anybody knowing that he's leading.
He can lead without people agreeing with him. He don't have to be in power to lead. I've served on things with him, and he was just another person on the committee. And he was still a leader. Not many people can do that.
Because of my position, I'm afforded opportunity to join a number of organizations. When you think about the Shreveport-Bossier community, how important it is for this collaborative approach to improve the quality of life. I've been all over the state, and I've never seen a group of people more willing to devote time.
Jim is very involved in the community, very involved with Bipsy, but he's a wonderful father, always there for the kids, doesn't miss a ball game. In fact, last year during the basketball playoffs, he was in Germany, and he surprised us and flew home early, flew overnight, not to miss his baby daughter play in one of the final games.
Tanya and I have 3 children, an 18-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 10-year-old. They're all 3 very different, but they're all 3 great combinations of their mother and me. Thank goodness mostly of their mother, but enough of me that gives them that dry, kind of wicked sense of humor.
He's everything, and I couldn't ask for a better husband or father for my children. I've spent half of my life with them and look forward to many, many more years.